At være. At være. To be. Han er den bedste. Han er den bedste. He's the best. Var du træt i går? 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 Were you tired yesterday? Ja. At have. At have. To have. By the way, we almost never say have in real life like this verb. We tend to say hey, but since I'm teaching you, I gotta be very dictionary about it. So to have something. Jeg har noget til dig. Jeg har noget til dig. I have something for you. De havde en god oplevelse. De havde en god oplevelse. They had a good experience. Ja, det havde de. Alright, this is important. At gøre. At gøre. To do. Han gør det for mig. Han gør det for mig. Or different stress. Han gør det for mig. Han gør det for mig. He's doing it for me. He's doing it for me. Jeg gjorde det uden deres hjælp. Jeg gjorde det uden deres hjælp. I did it without their help. That's nice. That's nice. Alright. At lave. At lave. Lave is also to do, but it's also make. So there are some differences between gøre and lave. I'm not going to go into details now. That could take some time, but just see what it is. Din far laver gode pandekager. Din far laver gode pandekager. Your father or dad makes good pancakes. Okay. Mumien lavede ballade. Mumien lavede ballade. The mummy caused or made trouble. Alright. Let's see what we got there. At bruge. At bruge. To use or spend, depending on the context. Jeg bruger ikke tid på det. Jeg bruger ikke tid på det. I don't spend time on it. Har du brugt det hele? Har du brugt det hele? Have you used or spent all of it? At leve. At leve. To live. Han lever livet. Han lever livet. But we almost never say livet. We usually say livet, because we're lazy that way. Han lever livet. He's living life. Jeg kan ikke leve uden dig. Jeg kan ikke leve uden dig. I can't live without you. Yeah, some 93 throwbacks here. At bo. At bo, to live or reside, is a little bit different, because leve, that is just like your existence or your daily life. But at bo is to live in a place, and to reside, and it's different. So, vi bor sammen. Vi bor sammen. We live together. Aben har boet hos os i mange år. Aben har boet hos os i mange år. The monkey has been living with us for many years. Yeah, that's awesome. At kunne. At kunne. To be able to. So basically can. Jeg kan ikke forstå det ord. Det kan jeg ikke. Jeg kan ikke forstå det ord. I don't or can't understand that word. Alright. Hun kunne godt løfte bilen. Hun kunne godt løfte bilen. She was able to lift the car. Yeah. At ville. At ville. To want to. Oh, well, this is really something that takes time to master. But here it is anyway. Jeg vil ikke hjælpe den onde troldmand. Jeg vil ikke hjælpe den onde troldmand. I don't want to help the evil wizard. Oh, that's good, that's good. Hun vil være den bedste. Hun ville være den bedste. She wanted to be the best. Yeah, like that. Alright. At skulle. At skulle. To have to. That's all we got here. Vi skal købe en ny seng. Vi skal købe en ny seng. We have to buy a new bed. De skulle hjælpe os. De skulle hjælpe os. They had to help us. Yeah, very nice, very nice. At måtte. At måtte, to be allowed to, can, may, and there's also quite a science. It's really an art form to use this correctly. But yeah, at måtte is the infinitive, excuse me, is the infinitive way, but it's also the past. So, må jeg prøve din motorcykel? Må jeg prøve din motorcykel? Can I try your motorbike or motorcycle? Han måtte ikke se filmen. Han måtte ikke se filmen. He couldn't watch the movie, like they didn't allow him. They were like, no, you can't watch it. Like that. At få. At få. To get. Yeah, as in to receive something. Hun får masser af opmærksomhed. Hun får masser af opmærksomhed. She's getting lots of attention. Bjørnen fik ikke noget honning. Bjørnen fik ikke noget honning. The bear didn't get any honey. Yeah, like that. Okay. At lege. At lege. To rent. That's a good one. Lege. Notice the spelling, eh? De leger den bare. De leger den bare. They're just renting it. Har du tænkt dig at lege den? Har du tænkt dig at lege den? Are you going to rent it? No. Alright, cool. At eje. At eje. To own. So it's a little bit different. It's almost the opposite of the last one. At eje. To own something. Jeg vil eje den. Jeg vil eje den. I want to own it. Yeah. Hvor længe har de ejet den? Hvor længe har de ejet den? Og ejet, but we never say that. For how long have they owned it? How long time? Hvor længe? Wow. At låne. At låne. To borrow or lend is the same in Danish. So, at låne. Må jeg låne den der? Må jeg låne den der? Can I borrow that one? Mm-hmm. Vi låner den bare. Vi låner den bare. We're just borrowing it. Now, when I say these sentences, and I've said this before, I'm happy to repeat it, notice that it is kind of slow, and yeah, it is sort of unnatural, but this is just to drill vocabulary into your head. Yeah, it sounded very graphic. No, but it's just so you can memorize it. If you want like faster pronunciation, you gotta check some other videos. Alright? This is just about vocabulary. So, that was Lone. Good stuff. Moving on. At komme. At komme. To come. Vi kommer altid til tiden. Vi kommer altid til tiden. We always come or show up on time. Kom han ikke i går? Kom han ikke i går? Didn't he come yesterday? Very nice. At gå. At gå. To walk. Go. Vi går en tur hver dag. Vi går en tur hver dag. We take a walk every day. Or a stroll for that matter. Jeg tror, hun gik hjem lidt tidligt. Jeg tror, hun gik hjem lidt tidligt. I think she went home a bit early. Yeah, not cool. Alright. At løbe. At løbe. To run. Han er for træt til at løbe nu. Han er for træt til at løbe nu. He's too tired to run now. Ja. Jeg har lige løbet et par kilometer. Jeg har lige løbet et par kilometer. I just ran a few kilometers. Awesome. That's how it is. That's how it is. Alright. This one. At danse. At danse. To dance. Yup. De danser for os. De danser for os. They're dancing for us. Vi dansede hele natten. Vi dansede hele natten. We danced all night. Yeah. Nej, at sidde. At sidde. To sit. Ja. Han elsker at sidde i den stol. Han elsker at sidde i den stol. He loves sitting in that chair. Jeg sad bare og slappede af. Jeg sad bare og slappede af. I was just sitting, relaxing. Yeah, nice. At ligge. At ligge. To lie. And lie as in location of lying down. Not lying as in telling a lie. Alright. Hvor ligger den by? Hvor ligger den by? Where is that city located? Like, where is it lying? Han lå i din seng. Han lå i din seng. He was lying in your bed. So random. Han lå i din seng. And this is irregular verb. We have some irregular verbs, but we also have many regular verbs, so don't panic too much. Okay, this is at lægge. At lægge. To lay or put. Jeg lægger dit tøj på bordet. Jeg lægger dit tøj på bordet. I'll put your tapes. Your tapes. I'll put your clothes on the table. Yeah. Hvor har du lagt den? Hvor har du lagt den? Where did you put it? Yeah, tell me. Alright, nice. At stå. At stå. To stand. As in standing upright. Men han står foran mig. Han står foran mig. He's standing in front of me. Hun stod ved siden af statuen. Hun stod ved siden af statuen. She stood next to the statue, or she was standing next to the statue. Same thing to us. At falde. At falde. To fall. Like that. Det gør ondt at falde. Det gør ondt at falde. Falling hurts. Hun faldt for mig. Hun faldt for mig. She fell for me. And yeah, I mean falling in love. That's what I'm talking about here. Alright. Falde, 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 falde. At rejse sig. At rejse sig. To get up or rise. And yeah, you might know at rejse, which is to travel, but this is different. This is at rejse sig, so it's reflexive. It's different. This is not about traveling. Så nu rejser han sig op fra stolen. Nu rejser han sig op fra stolen. Now he's getting up from the chair. Yeah. Nå, men jeg rejste mig op, bare gik min vej. Nå, men jeg rejste mig op og gik min vej. Well, but I got up and walked away. Yeah, this no man thing can be a bit weird if you're a beginner. But if you're more intermediate, then you're kind of getting it. Nice. At kravle. At kravle. To crawl. Barnet kravler ned på gulvet. Barnet kravler nede på gulvet. The child is crawling down on the floor. It's crawling. Hun kravlede hen til mig. Hun kravlede hen til mig. She crawled over to me. Nice. At hoppe. At hoppe. To jump, leap, hop. Many translations here. Han hopper af glæde. Han hopper af glæde. He is leaping with joy. Kan du hoppe over åen? Kan du hoppe over åen? Can you jump over the pond? Maybe you can. At køre. At køre. To drive. Lad os køre en tur. Lad os køre en tur. Let's go for a ride. Han kører meget langsomt. Han kører meget langsomt. He's driving very slowly. Køre, that's a good word. You want to know this. At sejle. At sejle. To sail. Jeg sejler et par gange om ugen. Jeg sejler et par gange om ugen. I sail a couple of times a week. De sejlede på de 7 have. De sejlede på de 7 have. They sailed on the 7 seas. That's how it is. At svømme. At svømme. To swim. Er du god til at svømme? Er du god til at svømme? Are you good at swimming? Vi svømmede for et par timer siden. Vi svømmede for et par timer siden. We swam a few hours ago. At flyve. Well, we rarely say flyve. It's more like flew when we say it in real life. So at flyve. To fly. Hun er lidt bange for at flyve. Hun er lidt bange for at flyve. She's kind of afraid of flying. Din onkel flyver som en fugl. Din onkel flyver som en fugl. Your uncle is flying like a bird. At spise. At spise. To eat. Hesten spiser lige nu. Hesten spiser lige nu. The horse is eating right now. Har du allerede spist? Har du allerede spist? Have you already eaten? Or did you already eat? But literally, have you eaten? At drikke. At drikke. To drink. Jeg drikker kun sodavand. Jeg drikker kun sodavand. I only drink soda. Han drak en hel flaske. Han drak en hel flaske. He drank a whole bottle. He drank a whole bottle. That's how it is. Yeah. Practice your R's. Drikke, drikker, drak. Good practice. At tygge. At tygge. To chew. Hvad tygger du på? Hvad tygger du på? What are you chewing on? Hun tyggede ret højt. Hun tyggede ret højt. She was chewing pretty loudly. Yeah. At sluge. At sluge. To swallow. Har du slugt den? Har du slugt den? Have or did you swallow it? Altså, han kom til at sluge et frø. Han kom til at sluge et frø. He accidentally swallowed a seed. Okay. At smage. At smage. To taste. Hvad smager den af? Hvad smager den af? What does it taste like? Jeg vil smage alle retterne. Jeg vil smage alle retterne. I want to taste all the dishes. And I mean dishes as in food dishes, not just dirty dishes. We're not like that. Alle retterne. Okay. At lugte. At lugte, to smell, in a way that's maybe not always so positive, but it's something you learn with time. Jeg kan ikke lugte noget. Jeg kan ikke lugte noget. I can't smell anything. Den lugter ikke så godt. Den lugter ikke så godt. It doesn't smell so good. No. At dufte. At dufte. To smell in a positive sense. This is pure positive. It's very nice. Det dufter, har dufter, la 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 la. You can say that if someone is like cooking. Det dufter himmelsk. Det dufter himmelsk. It smells heavenly. Yeah. Her dufter af boller. Her dufter af boller. It smells like buns here. Yeah. Sounds good. At spytte. At spytte. To spit. Du må ikke spytte i Singapore. Du må ikke spytte i Singapore. You can't spit in Singapore. Han spyttede på væggen. Han spyttede på væggen. He spat on the wall. Oh no. Spytte. That's a good one to know. Spyt. At puste. At puste. To blow. Like that. Pust i sugerøret. Pust i sugerøret. Blow in the straw. Ulven puster altid. Ulven puster altid. The wolf is always blowing or puffing. Yeah. Like that story. Den farlige ulv. The dangerous wolf. It should be the last one, this one. Mærke. Mærke. Or at mærke, it should say. To feel or sense. Yeah. Jeg kan mærke noget på min ryg. Jeg kan mærke noget på min ryg. I can feel something on my back. Hun mærkede det lige med det samme. Hun mærkede det lige med det samme. She felt it right away. At ske. At ske. To happen. Det sker snart. Det sker snart. It'll happen soon. Or it happens soon. Det sker snart. Hvad skete der egentlig? Hvad skete der egentlig? What really or actually happened? Hvad skete der egentlig? Alright, next one. At foregå. At foregå. To happen, to go on. This is a little bit different. This is more like it's going on like events are transpiring. Right? Så, hvad foregår der her? Hvad foregår der her? What's going on here? Hvad foregår der her? Der foregik noget meget mærkeligt. Der foregik noget meget mærkeligt. Something very strange was going on. Der foregik noget meget mærkeligt. Okay. At blive. At blive. To become, stay, get. Now this one can be used in so many ways. This is just very brief and shallow today. At blive. Lad os blive her. Lad os blive her. Let's stay here. Yeah, you hear it's pronounced a little bit different. That often happens when we say it fast. Lad os blive her. Jeg blev meget glad. Jeg blev meget glad. I became or got very happy. Jeg blev meget glad. Awesome. At holde. At holde. To hold, to keep, and this one can also be used in many, many different kind of ways. There's just a little bit here. At holde, at holde. Jeg holder en hat i min højre hånd. Jeg holder en hat i min højre hånd. I'm holding a hat in my right hand. Okay? Jeg holder en hat i min højre hånd. Han holdt diamanten foran mig. Han holdt diamanten foran mig. He held a diamond before or in front of me. Han holdt diamanten foran mig. Alright. At tage. At tage. Or tage, as usually I would say in real life. Tage. To take. To take something. Du skal ikke tage nogen pille i dag. Du skal ikke tage nogen pille i dag. Don't take any pill today. This du skal ikke is just one of many ways that you can say don't in Danish. Literally, you shall not. Du skal ikke tage nogen pille i dag. Hun tog min store bog. Hun tog min store bog. She took my big book. That's not cool. Hun tog min store bog. Alright, next one. At give. At give, to give. But again, this is usually pronounced gi in real life. They gotta gi. So you don't need to worry so much about saying give. Just gi. To give something. Jeg giver dig 5 minutter. Jeg giver dig 5 minutter. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Jeg giver dig 5 minutter. Sounds so serious. Hvad gav du til ham? Hvad gav du til ham? What did you give to him? Hvad gav du til ham? Okay. At vente. At vente. To wait. At vente. Hvad venter du på? Hvad venter du på? What are you waiting for? Hvad venter du på? Han ventede på mig uden for lufthavnen. Han ventede på mig uden for lufthavnen. He was waiting for me outside the airport. Han ventede på mig uden for lufthavnen. Lufthavnen. Alright. At se. At se. To see or watch. In Danish we don't differentiate between the two, so it's the same. At se. Hvad ser du? Hvad ser du? What are you watching or what do you see? Depends on the context. Hvad ser du? Han så en enhjørning. Han så en enhjørning. He saw a unicorn. Alright. Han så en enhjørning. Very nice. At kigge. At kigge. To look. Han kigger på dig. Han kigger på dig. He's looking at you. Han kigger på dig. Jeg kiggede på maleriet. Jeg kiggede på maleriet. I looked at the painting. Jeg kiggede på maleriet. Beautiful. Just beautiful. At vise. At vise. To show. Lad mig vise dig noget. Lad mig vise dig noget. Let me show you something. Lad mig vise dig noget. Har du allerede vist ham den? Har du allerede vist ham den? Did you already show it to him? Or literally, have you already shown? It's the present perfect. Har du allerede vist ham den? At lytte. At lytte. To listen. Jeg lytter altid til dig. Jeg lytter altid til dig. I always listen to you. Jeg lytter altid til dig. Hvad var det, du lyttede til? Hvad var det, du lyttede til? What was it you were listening to? Hvad var det, du lyttede til? Awesome. Alright. At høre. At høre. To hear. Kan du også høre den lyd? Kan du også høre den lyd? Can or do you hear that sound too? Jeg hørte ikke noget. Jeg hørte ikke noget. I didn't hear anything. Jeg hørte ikke noget. At hede. At hede. To have a name. Be called. Jeg hedder Peter. Can you even say this? Jeg hedder Peter. My name is Peter, or Peter. Jeg hedder Peter. Hvad var det nu, hun hed? Hvad var det nu, hun hed? What was her name again? Hvad var det nu, hun hed? At kalde. At kalde. To call. And a little note here. If you're introducing yourself, don't say kalde like jeg kalder mig, like I call myself, or en mand kalde, like that's only for nicknames. Right? Your actual name is hedder. Hvad kalder de dig? Hvad kalder de dig? What do they call you? Hvad kalder de dig? Hvad kalder de dig? De kaldte på mig. De kaldte på mig. They called on me. So like, hey, that's also that kind of stuff. De kaldte på mig. Alright. At døbe. At døbe. To name. Baptize. Det er tid til at døbe barnet. Det er tid til at døbe barnet. It's time to baptize the child. Det er tid til at døbe barnet. Hvornår blev du døbt? Hvornår blev du døbt? When were you baptized? Hvornår blev du døbt? Now, of course, this is for humans. You don't say it about an animal. Then you would say like given it noun to give it a name. It's a little bit different. Alright. At læse. At læse. To read. It's kind of similar to in Spanish. So if you speak that, you're lucky. At læse. Jeg læser en lang besked. Jeg læser en lang besked. I'm reading a long message. Jeg læser en lang besked. Hun nægter at læse den bog. Hun nægter at læse den bog. She refuses to read that book. Hun nægter at læse den bog. God damn. At skrive. Skrive og skrive. Usually we pronounce it skrive. To write. Skrive, skrive, skrive. Vi skal skrive det ned. Vi skal skrive det ned. We have to write it down. Vi skal skrive det ned. Jeg har lige skrevet et brev. Jeg har lige skrevet et brev. I've just written a letter. Jeg har lige skrevet et brev. At sige. At sige. To say. Han siger ikke noget. Han siger ikke noget. He's not saying anything. Han siger ikke noget. Hvad sagde jeg? Hvad sagde jeg? What did I say? Or I told you so. This is the Danish version of I told you so, like I was right. So it can be used in different ways. Just be aware of the context. Hvad sagde jeg? Hvad sagde jeg? Alright. At snakke. At snakke. To talk. Speak. Hvad snakker I om? Hvad snakker I om? What are you talking about? Like you guys as a group, because it's I, so it's plural. Hvad snakker I om? De snakker så meget. De snakker så meget. They talk so much. Snakker så meget. At tale. At tale. To talk. Speak. It's very similar to snakke. Snakke is a little more conversational, but they overlap a lot. So if you're a beginner, you don't need to worry so much about which one you're using. Just kind of, copy what the native speakers do, and you'll be good. Alright. Det taler vi om senere. Det taler vi om senere. We'll talk about that later. Han taler til jer. Han taler til jer. He's speaking or talking to you. Han taler til jer. Alright. At ringe. At ringe. To call, but also ring, like if the phone is ringing. At ringe. Min telefon ringer. Min telefon ringer. My phone is ringing. Telefon ringer. Har du allerede ringet til ham? Har du allerede ringet til ham? Have you already called him? Har du allerede ringet til ham? Ja, næste. At kontakte. At kontakte. To contact. Vi må hellere kontakte hende. Vi må hellere kontakte hende. We better contact her. Vi må hellere kontakte hende. This må hellere is like better, like it's best to do. Ja. Jeg blev kontaktet af en pirat. Jeg blev kontaktet af en pirat. I was contacted by a pirate. Jeg blev kontaktet af en pirat. Kontaktet af en pirat. Alright. Næste. Ja. At viske. At viske. To whisper. Viske. Du er så god til at viske. Du er så god til at viske. You're so good at whispering. Du er så god til at viske. Hun viskede noget til hesten. Hun viskede noget til hesten. She whispered something to the horse. Hun viskede noget til hesten. Beautiful. At udtale. At udtale. To pronounce. This is nice. Det er et svært ord at udtale. Det er et svært ord at udtale. It's a difficult word to pronounce. Det er et svært ord at udtale. Han udtaler det på en sjov måde. Han udtaler det på en sjov måde. He pronounces it in a funny way. Ja, han udtaler det på en sjov måde. At fortælle. At fortælle. To tell. Lad mig fortælle dig en historie. Lad mig fortælle dig en historie. Let me tell you a story. Lad mig fortælle dig en historie. Hun fortalte det ikke til nogen. Hun fortalte det ikke til nogen. She didn't tell anyone. Hun fortalte det ikke til nogen. Nice. At indrømme. At indrømme. To admit. Like you admit something. Ja, han har svært ved at indrømme det. Han har svært ved at indrømme det. He's having a hard time admitting it. Han har svært ved at indrømme det. Hun har selv indrømmet det. Hun har selv indrømmet det. She has admitted it herself. She admitted it herself. Hun har selv indrømmet det. Oh ja. At diskutere. At diskutere. To discuss. Ja. Jeg gider ikke diskutere det mere. Jeg gider ikke diskutere det mere. I don't want to discuss it anymore. Jeg gider ikke diskutere det mere. Er du glad for, at I diskuterede det? Er du glad for, at I diskuterede det? Are you happy you discussed it? Like happy about the fact. Er du glad for, at I diskuterede det? At argumentere. At argumentere. To argue when you argue for a point or a case. Not for fights, verbal fights or quarrels. That is a different word. Right? This is for making an argument. Jamen, hvordan vil du argumentere for den sag? Hvordan vil du argumentere for den sag? How will you argue for that case? Hvordan vil du argumentere for den sag? So serious. Love it. Jeg argumenterede for højere skatter. Jeg argumenterede for højere skatter. I argued for higher taxes. Jeg argumenterede for højere skatter. Nice. Næste. At bevise. At bevise. To prove. Yes, this is when you prove something. Jeg kan bevise det. Jeg kan bevise det. I can prove it. Jeg kan bevise det. Hun har bevist sin kærlighed. Hun har bevist sin kærlighed. She has proven her love. Love. Hun har bevist sin kærlighed. At tro. At tro. To think. Believe. And yeah, as you probably already know, we have 2 words in Danish for thinking. At least 2. Jeg tror, det sker i morgen. Jeg tror, det sker i morgen. I think it's happening tomorrow. Jeg tror, det sker i morgen. Min datter tror på julemanden. Min datter tror på julemanden. My daughter believes in Santa Claus. Min datter tror på julemanden. Nice. At stole på. At stole på. To trust. You trust a person. Jeg stoler på dig. Jeg stoler på dig. I trust you. Jeg stoler på dig. Vi skulle ikke have stolet på kongens bror. Vi skulle ikke have stolet på kongens bror. We shouldn't have trusted the king's brother. No, you shouldn't. Vi skulle ikke have stolet på kongens bror. Alright. At synes. At synes. To think. But this is when it's an opinion or subjective feeling. So it is not the same as tro. Okay? It's very important that you know the difference. At synes. Jeg synes, hun er fantastisk. Jeg synes, hun er fantastisk. I think she's amazing. Jeg synes, hun er fantastisk. Jamen, de synes ikke det samme som os. De syntes ikke det samme som os. They didn't think the same as us. De syntes ikke det samme som us. Now this T makes it the past tense. It might be kind of strange if you're not used to seeing these kind of verbs. But we do have verbs that end with S in the infinitive and the present. And then they can be quite unpredictable in the past. But you'll learn it sooner or later. At gætte. At gætte. To guess, as in to make a guess. Don't use this when you're like, I guess so. Like, no. That's a different thing, okay? This is for making actual guesses. Alright. Tror du kan gætte det? Tror du kan gætte det? Do you think you can guess it? Tror du kan gætte det? Jeg gætter på, det er en giraf. Jeg gætter på, det er en giraf. I'm guessing it's a giraffe. Ja. Jeg gætter på, det er en giraf. At vide. At vide. To know. Like knowledge and information. At vide. Now what we got here? Vil du vide, hvor skatten er? Vil du vide, hvor skatten er? Do you want to know where the treasure is? Of course. Vil du vide, hvor skatten er? Vil du vide, hvor skatten er? Han ved ikke så meget om det emne. Han ved ikke så meget om det emne. He doesn't know so much about that subject or topic, whichever. We just say emne in Danish. Han ved ikke så meget om det emne. Alright. At kende. At kende. This is also to know, but this is when you are acquainted or familiar with something. It's different. It's not information. It's not knowledge. Jeg kender ikke din kæreste. Jeg kender ikke din kæreste. I don't know your boyfriend, girlfriend. No, I don't. It's the same word. Jeg kender ikke din kæreste. Alright. Kender du følelsen? Kender du følelsen? Følelsen, but nobody says that. Do you know the feeling? Kender du følelsen? Yeah, so this is like, have you had that feeling yourself at some point? Like, is it something you have experience with? So that's why we say kender. Alright. Then we have spørge or spørge, depending how precise you want to be. Spørge. To ask a question. And the reason why I put it here in this little thing is because the next one also means to ask a question. Er der noget, du vil spørge om? Er der noget, du vil spørge om? Is there something you want to ask about? Er der noget, du vil spørge om? Hun spurgte mig om noget. Hun spurgte mig om noget. She asked me about something. Hun spurgte mig om noget. Yeah, very nice. At stille et spørgsmål. At stille et spørgsmål. To ask a question. Right? Now you see spørgsmål here. That is the word for question. Right? So the reason why I separate them is because you cannot say spørge et spørgsmål. That is, well, I was about to say forbidden. It's not forbidden, but it's wrong. Right? Stille et spørgsmål. Spørge om noget. Ask about something. Og stille et spørgsmål. Alright, very good. Jeg vil gerne stille dig et spørgsmål. Jeg vil gerne stille dig et spørgsmål. I want to ask you a question. Jeg vil gerne stille dig et spørgsmål. Bjørnen stillede et interessant spørgsmål. Bjørnen stillede et interessant spørgsmål. The bear asked an interesting question. Bjørnen stillede et interessant spørgsmål. Okay, so this one is also to ask, but it's more like a request or favor, right? Like you tell someone to do something, or if they're willing to do it. So it's different. At bede om, og bede om. Jamen, jeg må bede om din hjælp. Jeg må bede om din hjælp. I have to ask for your help. Jeg må bede om din hjælp. Vi bad dem om at vente på os. Vi bad dem om at vente på os. We asked or told them to wait for us. Vi bad dem om at vente på os. Very nice. This one is very basic. At forstå. At forstå. To understand. Jeg prøver at forstå det. Jeg prøver at forstå det. Trying to understand it. Jeg prøver at forstå det. Hun forstod budskabet. Hun forstod budskabet. She understood the message, like the point that someone was trying to make. Not text message. That's a different word. Hun forstod budskabet. Awesome. And then at forklare. At forklare. To explain. Right? It's kind of easy to remember because it's like to clarify. Klar is clear. At forklare. Der er ingen grund til at forklare det. Der er ingen grund til at forklare det. There's no reason to explain it. Nej. Der er ingen grund til at forklare det. Han har allerede forklaret det hele. Han har allerede forklaret det hele. He's already explained all of it, or everything. Det hele is like the whole thing, or all of it. Så han har allerede forklaret det hele. Awesome. Okay, this is prøve, og prøve, as usually I would say it. Prøve. To try. It's both to try something out, but also to try, like, to make an effort. It's both. Lad os prøve noget nyt. Let's try something new. Lad os prøve noget nyt. Jeg prøvede at imponere din kone. Jeg prøvede at imponere din kone. I tried to impress your wife. Okay. Jeg prøvede at imponere din kone. Nice. Yeah, another very basic one. At arbejde. To work, as in labor, like 9 to 5, that kind of stuff. At arbejde. Hun arbejder for en superhelt. Hun arbejder for en superhelt. She's working for a superhero. Hun arbejder for en superhelt. Vi arbejdede hele natten. Vi har arbejdet hele natten. We've been working all night. Vi har arbejdet hele natten. Oh yeah. Oh wow. At virke. This one is also to work, but it's more like to function, to have an effect. Like you're trying something out, you're pushing some buttons or whatever, and then, oh, it's working. Right? Like it has the intended effect. Så. Jeg tror, den virker. Jeg tror, den virker. I think it's working. Jeg tror, den virker. Strategien virkede. The strategy worked. Strategien virkede. Wonderful. At fungere. To work, function. This is a little bit different from virke, because virke is like if it's effective, if it has the desired effect, where fungere is more like if it's optimal, or if there's harmony, or if it's sustainable. Eh? Like, is it working out on a general basis? Kind of like that. Deres forhold fungerer ikke. Deres forhold fungerer ikke. The relationship isn't working. Deres forhold fungerer ikke. Det fungerede fint for mig. Det fungerede fint for mig. It was working fine for me. Det fungerede fint for mig. Alright. And then we have at respektere. At respektere. To respect. Yeah. And notice I put the stress on this ear. Respektere. Don't say like respektere. Like respektere. No. Respektere. That's how you say it, because you have the E-R-E. Then that's how the stress is. Alright, cool. Vi må respektere hans ønske. Vi må respektere hans ønske. We must respect his wish. Vi må respektere hans ønske. Jeg respekterer dig for det. Jeg respekterer dig for det. I respect you for it. Jeg respekterer dig for det. Nice. At beundre. At beundre. To admire. Ja. De beundrer vores indsats. De beundrer vores indsats. They admire our effort. De beundrer vores indsats. Jeg har altid beundret ham. Jeg har altid beundret ham. I've always admired him. Jeg har altid beundret ham. Cool. At føle. At føle. To feel. Now we have a couple of words in Danish if you want to express that you feel something. This is just one of them. At føle. Like when you're feeling the concept or the feeling itself. Hvad føler du? Hvad føler du? What do you feel? Hvad føler du? Jeg følte stor sorg. Jeg følte stor sorg. I felt big, great sorrow, grief. Stor sorg. Jeg følte stor sorg. God damn. Alright. At føle sig. At føle sig. To feel. You could almost say this is like to feel oneself. And like if you feel happy or as you see you're confident or stupid or whatever, then it's føler sig. And it's reflective. Reflexive, sorry. So, what we got here. Hun føler sig selvsikker. Hun føler sig selvsikker. She feels confident. Self-confident. Hun føler sig selvsikker. Følte du dig dum? Følte du dig dum? Did you feel stupid? Følte du dig dum? There's a lot of D's here. This is nice. At elske. At elske. To love. Jeg elsker dig. Jeg elsker dig. I love you. I think most of you guys already know it. Jeg elsker dig. Hun har altid elsket ham. Hun har altid elsket ham. She's always loved him. Hun har altid elsket ham. Nice. The opposite. At hade. At hade. To hate. Yeah. You could say, du må ikke hade mig. Du må ikke hade mig. Don't hate me. Like, you mustn't hate me. It almost sounds like someone is begging or asking them not to hate. Du må ikke hade mig. Jeg hader ikke nogen. Jeg hader ikke nogen. I don't hate anyone. Yeah. Jeg hader ikke nogen. Like, you can put the stress in different places. But ikke nogen means like not anyone. No one. Very nice. And one more. This is the last verb today. At opleve. At opleve. But to be fair, most of the time is pronounced like opleve. And the V is almost more like a U, like opleve. To experience. Det er godt at opleve noget nyt. Det er godt at opleve noget nyt. It's good to experience something new. Det er godt at opleve noget nyt. Vi oplevede mange spændende ting. Vi oplevede mange spændende ting. We experienced many exciting things. Vi oplevede mange spændende ting. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a kind of a long sentence. Oplevede, again, spændende, also kind of a long word. Yeah, that's very nice. sove. 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 To sleep. Ja. Han sover lige nu. Han sover lige nu. So, here's the thing. The official pronunciation is like sover. Like the V is very pronounced. But you don't hear that in real life. In real life, it's going to be more like sover. It sounds more like a U almost. Han sover lige nu. Is sleeping right now. Right? Sover lige nu. Jeg sov ikke så godt i nat. Jeg sov ikke så godt i nat. I didn't sleep well last night. Or I didn't sleep that well. Jeg sov ikke så godt i nat. Alright, næste. At drømme. At drømme. To dream. Drømme. Det er dejligt at drømme. Det er dejligt at drømme. It's nice to dream. Ja. Hun drømte om prinsen på den hvide hest. Hun drømte om prinsen på den hvide hest. She dreamt about the prince on the white horse. And this is our version of Prince Charming. Right? Your ideal man coming to save you from whatever it is. Prinsen på den hvide hest. Oh yeah. Moving on. At snorke. At snorke. To snore. Very similar to English, but a little different. Snorke. Snorker hun altid så meget? Snorker hun altid så meget? Does she always snore that much? Snorker hun altid så meget? Du snorkede i nat. Du snorkede i nat. You were snoring last night. It's the past tense. Right? Snorkede. Sådan gør vi. Du snorkede i nat. Alright. At vågne. At vågne. To wake up. This is when you wake up on your own. Now, sometimes you'll see it with up. Right? At vågne, up, OP. And sometimes without. Don't worry too much about that. Just be prepared that you're gonna see both. Så, hvad tid plejer du at vågne? Hvad tid plejer du at vågne? What time do you usually wake up? Hvad tid plejer du at vågne? Jeg vågnede midt om natten. Jeg vågnede midt om natten. I woke up in the middle of the night. Det er ikke godt. It's not cool at all. Jeg vågnede midt om natten. Midt om natten is also the name of a Danish song, Kim Larsen. Check it out, it's really good. Midt om natten. Alright, moving on. At vække. At vække. To wake up someone else. I think it's very important that you know the difference. Vågne is on your own. Like, jeg vågnede, I woke up. Vække, that is when you wake up someone else. Alright. Så, lad os vække mor og far. Lad os vække mor og far. Let's wake up mom and dad. Right? Lad os vække. That's the key. Lad os vække. Let's wake up. Ja. Yeah. Du vækkede ham ikke. Du vækkede ham ikke. You didn't wake him up. Kind of like he forgot. Du vækkede ham ikke. Alright. Næste. At stå op. At stå op. Og stå op. could mean different things. But here, as you probably guess from the context, we're kind of talking about, waking up and getting up. So it's getting out of the bed. Det er tid til at stå op. Det er tid til at stå op. It's time to get up. Det er tid til at stå op. And then you say, jeg stod op og tog tøj på. Or slower, jeg stod op og tog tøj på. There's a lot of O's here, I just realized. Jeg stod op og tog tøj på. Yeah, literally put clothes on. Like that's how you get dressed in Danish. At tage tøj på, to put clothes on. That's how we do it. Jeg stod op og tog tøj på. At gabe. At gabe. To yawn. Nej. Gabe. Du gaber som en hval. Du gaber som en hval. You're yawning like a whale. And by the way, no, this is not like an expression or idiom or anything. It's just something I thought sounded funny. That's all it is. Du gaber som en hval. Right? Like that. Sorry, wrong translation, but I think most of you already could guess it. Han gabte, da vi tog billedet. Han gabte, da vi tog billedet. He would be he. He yawned when we took the picture. Right? So that's the past. Han gabte, da vi tog billedet. Oh yeah. Nice. At fryse. At fryse. To freeze. Feel cold. Yeah. This is the basic way to say that you feel cold in Danish. You wouldn't say like, jeg er kold. You could say, jeg har det koldt. Right? But you cannot say, jeg er kold. That's different. Fryse is a very common one. Jeg fryser. Jeg fryser lige nu. Jeg fryser lige nu. I'm freezing right now. I'm cold right now. Frøs du? Frøs du? Were you freezing or were you cold? Yeah, it's the past tense. Frøs. It's an irregular verb. That's annoying, I know, but it is what it is. Frøs du? Yeah. Næste. The opposite. At svede. At svede. Yep, that is a soft D. Svede. To sweat. De sveder på grund af vejret. De sveder på grund af vejret. They're sweating because of the weather. Yeah. A little side note here. På grund af is because of. Grund literally means reason. Grund. På grund af vejret. Because of the weather. Yeah. Jamen, jeg har ikke svedt så meget. Jeg har ikke svedt så meget. I haven't been sweating that much. Right? This is the present perfect, you can see. Jeg har ikke svedt. I haven't been sweating, or I haven't sweated. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Present perfect. Yeah. Alright. Nice. At få varmen. At få varmen. To come to feel warm, or you could say to get warm. This is one that you probably wouldn't learn in school, because it looks a bit strange. Så, hvordan får jeg varmen? Hvordan får jeg varmen? How can I get warm? And of course we're talking about body temperature. Like let's say you're outside and it's really cold. And then someone will say, du får varme, hvis du drikker te, du får varme, hvis du løber, hvis du tager noget mere tøj på, like suggestions. So it's body warmth, like that, in a positive way, not sweating. This is pure positive. And then you could say, nu har vi fået varmen. Nu har vi fået varmen. Now we got warm. Like literally, we got the warmth and the noun, because varme is warmth or heat. So it's important you know that's a noun. That's why you get it. You get the heat. Sounds weird in English, you get the heat. But yeah, it is what it is. And hey, winter is coming, so this is very useful. Okay. At skinne. At skinne. To shine. This is usually about the sun, but it could be other things. Could be any kind of illuminating object, or maybe diamonds or something that's reflecting light. Right? But especially if you're a beginner, you're mostly gonna hear this about the sun. Or the moon. Måneskin. That's also a thing. So. Solen skinner næsten hver dag. Solen skinner næsten hver dag. The sun shines almost every day. Right? Solen skinner næsten hver dag. Oh yeah. Nice. Solen skinnede på os. Solen skinnede på os. The sun was shining on us. Skinnede, past tense. Skinnede på os. Exactly. Moving on. At regne. At regne. To rain. Now, regne can also mean to calculate or figure out or to count on. But that's for another day. We're sticking to the weather one here, right? Because it's the most basic. At regne. Det regner hver fredag. Det regner hver fredag. Ej, det er ikke godt, det er ikke godt. It rains every Friday. Right? Like that. Det regner hver fredag. Mm-hmm. Hvor længe har det regnet? Hvor længe har det regnet? For how long has it been raining? So again, present perfect. Har det regnet? Has it been raining? Very nice. Næste. At sne. At sne. To snow. So that's pretty straightforward. Det sneer ikke så tit. Det sneer ikke så tit. Det sneer ikke så tit. It doesn't snow that often. Right? Very good one. Oh, this one. Det snede hele natten. Det snede hele natten. Snowed all night. Yeah, there's two E's right here next to each other. Might look funny, but that's how you say it. Sneede hele natten. Alright. At blæse. At blæse. To blow. Yeah, this is usually about the wind. There are some cases where you can say it about other things, but if you're a beginner, just assume people are talking about the wind when you hear this thing, the wind. Så, ja, jeg synes det blæser lidt meget. Jeg synes det blæser lidt meget. I think it's pretty windy, right? Yeah, like that. Very good. And this is how you say it. If it's windy, people are gonna say det blæser. And they're not gonna say det er blæsende. Yeah, it might, but it's rare. Like, det er windy. That's no. Det blæser. That is how you say it's windy. We use the verb, not the adjective. Okay, a long one. Det blæste alt for meget til at gå udenfor. Det blæste alt for meget til at gå udenfor. It was way too windy to go outside. Right? Det blæste alt for meget til at gå udenfor. Very nice. Næste. At bevæge sig. At bevæge sig. To move oneself or exercise. This is the first one. in Danish we have more than one word for moving. That can be a little bit annoying. This is a good one. Important. Alright. Det er godt at bevæge sig. Det er godt at bevæge sig. It's good to move or exercise. Jeg bevæger mig ikke. Jeg bevæger mig ikke. I'm not moving. Like this could be you are frozen. What is that game where you're dancing and then the music stops? You have to like pause. Like, it's kind of like that. Jeg bevæger mig ikke. So yeah. Okay. At flytte. At flytte. Or flytte. Most of the time you're not gonna hear the T. It sounds more like a D. To move to a place or move an object. Kan du ikke flytte den der? Kan du ikke flytte den der? Can you move that thing? You could also translate this sort of like, please. Kan du ikke flytte den der? So this is moving an object. Alright? Flytte. But we also use it if you are moving to another city or country, something like that. That is flytte. Vi flytter snart til en anden by. Vi flytter snart til en anden by. We're moving to another city soon. Yeah. Vi flytter snart til en anden by. Beautiful. Moving on. At flytte sig. There's a sig here. It's reflexive. At flytte sig. This is sort of like to move a bit. To make way. Make room or space for someone else. To get out the way kind of thing. Jeg prøvede at flytte mig. Jeg prøvede at flytte mig. I tried to move. Implying that he couldn't. Jeg prøvede at flytte mig. This next one is not so nice, but we do use it. Flyt dig. Flyt dig. Flyt dig. Move. Get out the way. Right? Someone is in the way, you're like, hey. Flyt dig. Alright. At skubbe. At skubbe. To push or shove. Yeah, we have more than one Danish word for pushing, so this is also like shoving. Skubbe, skubbe. Du skal ikke skubbe. Du skal ikke skubbe. Du skal ikke skubbe. Sounds so dramatic. Don't push. Don't shove. Right? Du skal ikke skubbe. And a long one down here. Manden med det røde skæg skubbede til mig. Manden med det røde skæg skubbede til mig. The man with the red beard pushed me. Alright. Happens every day. Manden med det røde skæg skubbede til mig. Wonderful. At presse. At presse. To press, squeeze, pressure. Now again, here I'm doing a lot of verbs, so I don't have time to go in depth. Like if you are really curious, then write something in the live chat or the comment section or my email, whatever, because this is a lot of verbs, not so much in depth. So you could say, han presser citronen. Han presser citronen. He's squeezing the lemon. The lemon. And this is literal. Like if you have a lemon and you're squeezing it, that's what you say. But it's also the expression, sort of like you're milking it, or you are pushing it, like you're pushing your luck, or some situation like you want to get something out of it. You're like squeezing it. Yeah, presser citronen. Alright. Jeg blev presset til at gøre det. Jeg blev presset til at gøre det. I was pressured into doing it. Right? So, sort of against as well. Jeg blev presset til at gøre det. That's right. Alright. At trykke. At trykke. To push. but this is when you push a button, right? Like on a computer or something like that. So, tryk på den gule knap. Tryk på den gule knap. Push the yellow button. Tryk på den gule knap. Har du allerede trykket på den? Har du allerede trykket på den? Have you already pushed it? Push it. Like that. Yeah. You're always gonna see this på, right? But tryk is also pressure like atmospheric pressure, like on a planet, if you're into physics. So, tryk. At købe, well, this is different. At købe, this is to buy, to purchase something. At købe. Jeg skal købe noget brød. Jeg skal købe noget brød. I need to buy some bread. Right? Jeg skal købe noget brød. It can be a tricky word for a lot of learners, this brød. And if you look at it, you got like the B, the R, the Ø, the D, brød. It's funny. Brød. Nå. Har du købt en ny computer? Har du købt en ny computer? You bought a new computer? What you'll notice is that in Danish we use present perfect a lot more than you do in English. Like in English you would typically say, did you buy a new computer? But in Danish you wouldn't say, købte du en ny computer, unless we are talking about the specific time, like he went to the mall and then he came back. And so we're referring to that specific time. We use present perfect a lot more in Danish, and this is something you'll see the more you read and the more you study. Alright. At sælge. At sælge. To sell. So, han lever af at sælge småkager. Han lever af at sælge småkager. He makes a living selling cookies. He lives off of selling cookies, literally. Han lever af at sælge småkager. It's a kind of cool word when you think about it. Småkager, small cookies or little cookies. Yeah, well, my bad, kager means cakes. So small cakes, to be exact. Småkager. Yeah. Alright. Jeg solgte sofaen til en ung kvinde. Jeg solgte sofaen til en ung kvinde. I sold the couch to a young woman. Yeah, very good stuff. Jeg solgte sofaen til en ung kvinde. Beautiful. At koste. At koste. To cost. Usually monetary, right? But A doesn't have to be. At koste. Hvad koster den? Hvad koster den? What does it cost? Or in English you would say, how much is it? But koster is the standard way of asking for a price in Danish. So, koster. Then you could say, den kostede faktisk ikke så meget. Den kostede faktisk ikke så meget. It didn't actually cost that much. Den var billig. It was cheap. Den kostede faktisk ikke så meget. Like that. Alright. At betale. At betale. Betale is to pay. Jeg skal nok betale for dig. Jeg skal nok betale for dig. I'll pay for you. A little note here. This skal nok is like a promise or an assurance that, hey, don't worry, I'll do it. I'll take care of it. Right? Or if it's a third person, then it's kind of like, oh, it'll happen. You can believe it. You can have faith in that. So it's very good to know this. Skal nok. Jeg skal nok. I'll do it. Jeg skal nok betale for dig. And then, de betalte en høj pris for deres loyalitet. De betalte en høj pris for deres loyalitet. Yeah. Notice the ending here, loyalitet. In Danish, we have a lot of words ending with tate. Universitet, banalitet, loyalitet right here. Fatality. But the point is, we always put the stress on that. Right? So don't say loyalitet, like in English, like loyalty. No. Loyalitet. It's important. And then you got at modtage. At modtage. To receive. Yeah. Modtage. Now some of you may already know that tage means take. Mod can be different things. It can be towards, going towards something, but it could also be like against. So yeah, different meanings. Er du klar til at modtage den? Er du klar til at modtage den? Are you ready to receive it? Ja. Og har du modtaget beskeden? Har du modtaget beskeden? Have you received the message? Right? This is present perfect again. Har du modtaget? Have you received? Beskeden. The message. Næste. Whoops, what happened there? Alright. At sende. At sende. To send. Yeah, so that's very similar. At sende. Jamen, han vil sende en lille pakke. Han vil sende en lille pakke. He wants to send a small package. En lille pakke. Nice. Jeg har sendt brevet. Jeg har sendt brevet. I've sent a letter. Right? Yeah, so the pronunciation is almost the same as in English. Right? The only difference is sort of the accent. Sent. Jeg har sendt. I sent. Yeah, it's just an accent. Jeg har sendt brevet. Awesome. Then you got at bytte. At bytte. To switch or trade or exchange. Bytte. Jamen, lad os bytte sko. Lad os bytte sko. Let's trade shoes. Right? And this is also what you would say back in the day when you were collecting Pokemon cards or something like that. Vi bytter. Right? So it's kind of cool like that. Lad os bytte sko. Then, de byttede roller. De byttede roller. They switched roles. Ikke? Roller. It's kind of easy to guess. De byttede roller. Oh yeah. At udveksle. At udveksle. And this is exchange as in you exchange, something for something else, like that. Yeah, so it's not exchanging money. We'll get to that in a second. Udveksle. De udveksler meninger. De udveksler meninger. They're exchanging opinions. De udveksler meninger. And then, vi udvekslede telefonnummer. Vi udvekslede telefonnumre. We exchanged phone numbers. Vi udvekslede telefonnumre. Alright. At veksle. At veksle. To exchange. yes, this is about money. And the other one is udveksle. This is just veksle. At veksle. Jamen, jeg skal veksle nogle penge i morgen. Jeg skal veksle nogle penge i morgen. I need to exchange some money tomorrow. Har du vekslet sedlerne? Har du vekslet sedlerne? Have you exchanged the bills or the notes? Ikke? Sedlerne. It's not only about money, it's also a note, like a reminder or something, a shopping list. And that's also seddel, or sedlerne in the plural and so forth. But yeah, it's very good stuff to know. Har du vekslet sedlerne? Ja, det har jeg. Alright. Næste. At eje. At eje. To own. No, I'm afraid you cannot say it. You know, like in English, like, oh, I owned you or I pwned you or something like that. Yeah, you don't say that in Danish, because it's too slangy. But so eje, just to have ownership. Så det er godt at eje en kat. Det er godt at eje en kat. It's good to own a cat. It seems I changed my mind about the color here. But if you want to say brown, you could say en brun kat. Right? This one. Jamen, jeg ejer den store båd. Jeg ejer den store båd. I own the big boat. Very casual conversation. Jeg ejer den store båd. Alright, moving on. At tælle. At tælle. To count. Tælle. Ja, han er ikke så god til at tælle. Han er ikke så god til at tælle. He's not that good at counting. Nej. Ikke så god til at tælle. Like that. Han talte til 10. Han talte Han talte til 10. He counted to 10. Very impressive. Han talte til 10. And then at måle. At måle. To measure. Lad os måle bordet. Lad os måle bordet. Let's measure the table. Måle. Lad os måle bordet. Hvad har du målt det til? Hvad har du målt det til? Hvad har du målt det til? What have you measured it to? Right? Yeah, pretty straightforward. At veje. At veje. To weigh. So yeah, same as in English. When you do it on purpose, like you want to find out the weight, or just you weight what it is, without measuring it, without weighing it. Så. Hvor meget vejer han? Hvor meget vejer han? How much does he weigh? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of rude, but just for learning, you know. Hvor meget vejer han? You could say it about a cat, though. De vejede patienten. De vejede patienten. They weighed the patient. Okay. Sounds like something from Scrubs. De vejede patienten. Alright. At hente. Oh, you guys know hente. To get or fetch. Like you go get something. Right? At hente. Could also be a person. Right? Like you go get someone who's somewhere else. Så. Jeg henter lige noget sukker. Jeg henter lige noget sukker. I'm just getting some sugar. Right? Implying that it's fast. It'll only take a moment. Henter lige noget sukker. Hun hentede en stol til mig. Hun hentede en stol til mig. She got or fetched me a chair. That's nice. Hentede. It's a very good word. You definitely want to remember this one. Hente is also what you say when you pick up your kids, like, at school or kindergarten or wherever it is. Jeg skal lige hente mine børn. Like, min mor kommer og henter mig. My mom's gonna pick me up. Kind of like that. Yeah. Alright. At skaffe. At skaffe. To get, obtain. So this is a little bit different. Now, obviously, we have many words for getting, but this is sort of when you get something into your possession that's usually kind of hard. Right? Like, you wouldn't say it if you bought some ketchup. It would have to require some effort, or to be something that's very sought out or desired. Otherwise, you wouldn't say skaffe. So, to get or obtain. Kan du skaffe de frø? Kan du skaffe de frø? Can you get those seeds? Right? Like, again, assume that it's kind of rare or it's hard to get. Then someone's like, yeah, I can get them. Jeg kan godt skaffe dem. Right? Skaffe de frø. Or this. Skaffede mig en computer. Hun skaffede mig en computer. She got me a computer. Right? Maybe she pulled some strings, used some resources, kind of like that. Skaffede mig en computer. Nice. At aflevere. At aflevere. To deliver. Hand in. Return. Ooh, this one, there's... if I could even make a video just about this one, because it can be used in different ways. But some of them are here. The library or an assignment. Kind of like that. It's very commonly used in school. Aflevere. Okay. Jamen, jeg skal aflevere den her bog på biblioteket. Jeg skal aflevere den her bog på biblioteket. I have to return this book at the library. Right? And biblioteket is one of those words that most Danish people are too lazy to pronounce, myself included, unless I'm teaching. We tend to say biblioteket, and almost like we're skipping this I. That's wrong, but it's like in English, like, oh, library, right? Just typical laziness of native speakers. Bog på biblioteket. Alright, coolio. Har du afleveret din opgave? Har du afleveret din opgave? Have you handed in your assignment? Har du afleveret din opgave? Nice. A little side note here. Opgave is assignment, but it's also like task or job, and like your responsibility. Opgave. Alright. At beholde. At beholde. To keep. And I mean to keep in your possession. To not let go or something. At beholde. Jeg synes, vi skal beholde hunden. Jeg synes, vi skal beholde hunden. I think we should keep the dog. I guess you can say that sometimes. Vi skal beholde hunden. Now this one. Den beholder jeg. Den beholder jeg. So like, just imagine that it could be many things. And you find something, you're like, oh, it's mine, I'm keeping it. Or it's the crime scene. You're Olive Queen, and then they're there from the evidence lab, and they say that they're keeping it. So then you're kind of like, oh, that sucks. Den beholder jeg. At løfte. At løfte. To lift. Løfte. Kan du løfte den vægt? Kan du løfte den vægt. Can you lift that weight? Right? Like a dumbbell or something like that. Kan du løfte den vægt? Vi løftede den sammen. Vi løftede den sammen. We lifted it together. Yeah. Løftede. And a little bonus info here. Løfte, if you ignore the at, let's say ignore that, then løfte is also a noun. Et løfte, that is promise, ikke? A promise, not to promise. Så det er et løfte. It is a promise. Kinda nice. Alright. At bære. At bære. To bear, carry. Okay. Den er for tung til, at jeg kan bære den. Den er for tung til, at jeg kan bære den. It's too heavy for me to carry it. Den er for tung til, at jeg kan bære den. Hun bar på en hemmelighed. Hun bar på en hemmelighed. She carried a secret. I could maybe say she kept a secret. But bear or bar på, here's the past, is sort of like you carry it because it's so heavy. It's like a burden. And that's why you say bære på en hemmelighed. The other word is at holde på en hemmelighed. Ikke? Holde, H-O-L-D-E. You hold a secret. There's a little bit different connotation. Alright. This is the last one. At samle op. At samle op. To pick up. Mm-hmm. Husk at samle papiret op. Husk at samle papiret op. Remember to pick up the paper. Okay? Husk at samle papiret op. Oh yes. Jeg samlede noget op fra gulvet. Jeg samlede noget op fra gulvet. Og gulvet is how you usually say it. I picked up something from the floor. Yeah. Jeg samlede noget op fra gulvet. At spille. At spille. To play something with rules. And the reason why I say it's something with rules is because we also have another word for play, which we'll get to in a second. So if you're playing a sports game or board game or computer game, that is spille. Right? For example. So, lad os spille et spil. Lad os spille et spil. Let's play a game. De spillede en god kamp. De spillede en god kamp. They played a good game or match. Right? Lad os spille et spil. De spillede en god kamp. So this is spille. The first one. Then you have at lege. At lege, which is also to play, but this is more like free play. Right? Like if you have a kid and he or she is playing with the dolls or whatever it is, that is lege. Right? Yeah. Min søn elsker at lege. Min søn elsker at lege. My son loves playing, or loves to play. Min søn elsker at lege. De leger sammen. De leger sammen. They're playing together. Yeah. Very nice. We also use lege if we are pretending like there's a scenario, and we're entertaining a certain scenario. Like, lad os lege at, and like, let's pretend that something is the case. Yeah, lege. Alright, then we go to at tabe. At tabe. To lose or to drop. Yeah, it's a double meaning. Right? So like if you lose in a competition or a game, when there's a winner or a loser, then it's at tabe. But also if you drop something on the floor, and by accident that would usually be, that is also tabe, as you'll see here. Alright, so nogle gange taber man. Nogle gange taber man. Sometimes you lose. Yeah, as a nogle gange is kind of interesting, because in real life we almost never say nogle. We say nogen, right? But we spell it nogle. Well, that's a little bit confusing for some learners. I get that. Nogle gange taber man. What you gonna do? Jeg tabte den på gulvet. Jeg tabte den på gulvet. I dropped it on the floor. Right? Get something in your hand and then, oh no. Right? Jeg tabte den på gulvet. Like that. Alright. Alright, that's better. At vinde. At vinde. To win. That's pretty obvious. To win something. Vinde. Hvem vinder i dag? Hvem vinder i dag? Who's going to win today? Yeah. Let's see. Hvem vinder i dag? Vi har vundet. Vi har vundet. We won. Or literally, we have won. Right? Present perfect. Vi har vundet. Nice. And then, it's annoying. At øve sig. At øve sig. To practice or rehearse. So yeah, practice as in you're preparing, and that's why I say rehearse. So not like to practice medicine or something like that. That is not øve sig. Så jeg øver mig hver dag. Jeg øver mig hver dag. I practice every day. Nice. Har du øvet dig? Har du øvet dig? Yeah, øvet is like the literal, like a very official pronunciation, but most of the time we don't do that, because most people are not language teachers. Right? Have you been practicing? Yeah. Jeg øver mig hver dag. Har du øvet dig? Nej, det har jeg ikke. Maybe they'll say that. You don't know. Oh, sorry, I was too far. Okay. So many slides here. Alright. At forberede sig. At forberede sig. To prepare oneself. Yeah. So, preparing yourself for something. Jeg er i gang med at forberede mig. Jeg er i gang med at forberede mig. I'm preparing myself. Now, of course, forberede is the main point here, but it's also worth looking at i gang med or er i gang med, because this basically means I'm doing like right now, and it's continuous. It's in the process. Så jeg er i gang med at forberede mig. Or this one. Han havde forberedt sig på det. Han havde forberedt sig på det. He had prepared for it. Right? Like that. Okay. At forbedre. At forbedre. And this looks quite similar, but it is a different word. Like forberede. That's different for berede. This is forbedre. To improve. So, let's see. Hvad kan vi gøre for at forbedre forholdet? Hvad kan vi gøre for at forbedre forholdet? What can we do to improve the relationship? Tror du, det kan forbedres? Tror du, det kan forbedres? Do you think it can be improved? So that's passive, right? Forbedres. S, that means it's passive. Yeah, nice. Alright, moving on. Yeah, a classic. At tænke. To think. Yeah, to think in general. Right? Having thoughts. The function of thinking. Jeg tænker på en abe. It's so typical me. Jeg tænker på en abe. I'm thinking about a monkey. Ja. Hun tænkte længe over det. She long thought about it. Right, so that's past tense. Hun tænkte længe over det. Like that. Alright. At huske. To remember. So, kan du huske den blå diamant? Kan du huske den blå diamant? Do you remember the blue diamond? Ja, selvfølgelig. Min mormor husker ikke så godt. Min mormor husker ikke så godt. My grandmother doesn't remember so well. And mormor is mother's mother or mom's mom's. Right? Mormor. I'm sure you know this already. Alright. Næste. At glemme. To forget. Yeah. Alright, so if you forget something. Han vil aldrig glemme den historie. Han vil aldrig glemme den historie. He will never forget that story. Nej. Han vil aldrig glemme den historie. Du har glemt, hvem du er. Du har glemt, hvem du er. You've forgotten who you are. It's a quote. Maybe you can guess where from. Du er min søn. Du er løvernes konge. Du er min søn. Du er løvernes konge. That is totally a quote, and I'm not gonna tell you. You have to guess it. Alright. Næste. At overveje. To consider. Right? Because like to weigh it overweigh it. That sounds funny. Så jeg overvejer at gøre det. Jeg overvejer at gøre det. I'm considering doing it. Okay. Han overvejede det i lang tid. Han overvejede det i lang tid. He considered it for a long time. A little note here. It is consider as in thinking over, weighing over, contemplating. Not when you consider something to be something. That's a different word. So, just so we get that clear. Overveje. At sammenligne. To compare. That's nice. kan slet ikke sammenligne de to. Du kan slet ikke sammenligne de to. You can't compare the two at all. It's a long one. Right? Du kan slet ikke, can at all, sammenligne de to. Compare the two. Han sammenlignede sig selv med Mozart. Han sammenlignede sig selv med Mozart. He compared himself to Mozart. Nice. That's cool. At fokusere. At fokusere. To focus. Ja. Prøv at fokusere. Prøv at fokusere. Try to focus. Ja. Fokusere. It's important that you put the stress on ere. Right? Don't say fokusere or fokusere. It's fokusere. That's how you say it. Alright. Jeg fokuserer på den røde plet. Jeg fokuserer på den røde plet. I'm focusing on the red dot. Well, that's kind of weird, but oh well. Jeg fokuserer på den røde plet. Moving on. Ja, koncentrere sig. At koncentrere sig. To focus. To concentrate. Now this is similar to fokusere. It's a little bit different. Yeah, they overlap, but concentrere is more like it has more emphasis on when you're focusing your mental strength, powers. I'm looking for the word right now. And you're really focused, you're really thinking about, you're really concentrated, like, yeah. Where fokusere could also be just, the thing you want to focus on, or like you're looking at something, or maybe it's the camera, nej, jeg fokuserer på den her, I'm focusing on this one. So they're a little bit different. Usually if someone is working on something, like let's say they're writing a dissertation or essay or something, then there would often be a koncentrere sig. Jeg sidder og koncentrerer mig, like I'm focused. Yeah, you'll see it here. Okay. Jeg kan ikke koncentrere mig. Jeg kan ikke koncentrere mig. Can't concentrate. It's important you get the mig, because it's sig, it's reflexive. Vi koncentrerer os om det. Vi koncentrerede os om det. We focused or we're concentrated in it, on it, whatever you want to translate it as. Right? You're doing it and you're very concentrated. Koncentrerede. That's a long word. Gotta love it. Alright. Næste. At samarbejde. At samarbejde. To work together. Cooperate. Collaborate. Right? Samarbejde. Vi er nødt til at samarbejde. Vi er nødt til at samarbejde. We have to work together. Okay. De samarbejdede i en periode. De samarbejdede i en periode. They collaborated for a time period. At hjælpe. At hjælpe. To help. Right? At hjælpe. It's important you pronounce it right. So don't say helpe. The H is not pronounced. Hjælpe. The J you pronounce. Hjælpe, hjælpe, hjælpe. Alright, the first one. Lad os hjælpe julemanden. So dumb, I can't even keep a straight face. Lad os hjælpe julemanden. Lad os hjælpe julemanden. Let's help Santa Claus. Jeg er glad for, du hjalp mig. Jeg er glad for, du hjalp mig. I'm glad you helped me. Yeah. So hjælp is the past tense. Right? It's irregular. We don't say like hjælpede or hjælpt. No, it's hjælp as the past tense. And something else that's interesting here is this glad for. Right? When you're happy about something, like you're happy that something is the fact, or you're glad that someone is helping you, that something turned out well, then you have to say for. Right? You can't just say, jeg er glad, du hjalp mig. Well, you can, but that's two sentences. Like, jeg er glad, I'm happy, du hjalp mig, you helped me. But they're not connected. So you gotta have the for. Right? Jeg er glad for, du hjalp mig. It's very important. Always. Alright, næste. At støtte. At støtte. To support. Ja, støtte. That's a very good word. Vi skal støtte landsholdet. Vi skal støtte landsholdet. We have to support the national team. So like football or something, ikke? Landsholdet. The country team, literally. Landsholdet. Very nice. And then, hun har altid støttet mig. Hun har altid støttet mig. She's always supported me. Or she's always been supporting me. Alright. At bidrage. At bidrage. To contribute. And it's important that you say bidrage. Don't say bidrage. Because if you say that, it sounds like be, and that's an E, but bedrag, which means to deceive or defraud someone. So that's not cool. Eh? Bidrag, that's how you pronounce it. And then you say, hvad kan jeg bidrage med? Hvad kan jeg bidrage med? What can I contribute with? Eh? Hvad kan jeg bidrage med? Yeah. And then, alle her har bidraget. Alle her har bidraget. Og draget. But we rarely say the T. Everyone here has contributed. Alle her har bidraget. Yeah, that's a general thing in case you didn't already know. When you have something in present perfect, and like we had it before, støttet, like, or bidraget, a lot of the time, we don't say the T. Like, we say it as a soft D in real life, right? Because we're lazy. I mean, that sounds like a joke, but it's kind of true. It's easier that way. So, bidraget. Alle her bidraget. Beautiful. Alright. Næste. So, at stole på. At stole på. To trust. Yeah, like you trust someone. And it's important you have the på. And you can't just say stole. It's not enough. At stole på. So, kan vi stole på ham? Kan vi stole på ham? Can we trust him? Jeg stoler på dig. Jeg stoler på dig. I trust you. That's a nice sentence. Stole på. At lære. At lære. I think most of you already know this as you are learning a language. So, at lære is to learn, but it's also to teach. So that can be a challenge sometimes. But you gotta look at the context. Alright? That's everything. Context is. Det er sjovt at lære noget nyt. Det er sjovt at lære noget nyt. It's fun to learn something new. Sjovt at lære noget nyt. Fun to learn something new. Ja. Jamen, hvad lærte du i dag? If you want to say it a bit faster. Hvad lærte du i dag? Hvad lærte du i dag? What did you learn today? Very nice. At undervise. At undervise. To teach, but in a formal context. Like what I'm doing right now. Well, this is a video, but you could still call it undervise. What I'll do later today in private lessons, that is definitely undervise. So undervise is when you are teaching someone a specific skill, and usually, signed up for a lesson program, you're getting paid, there's homework, that kind of stuff. So only that context. You wouldn't say it if you have a friend or a girlfriend or something, and you taught him or her to do something, like you taught them a life skill. It's unnatural. Like undervise is only in a formal or official context. That's important. Alright. So, hun underviser mine børn. Hun underviser mine børn. She teaches my kids. Or she is teaching. It's the same to us. Hun underviser mine børn. I hvor mange år har du undervist? I hvor mange år har du undervist? For how many years have you been teaching? I got it here again. It's the present perfect. Undervist. I hvor mange år har du undervist? Alright. At studere. At studere. To study. Yeah, it's kind of easy one, right? It's easy to remember. Vi studerer statuen. Vi studerer statuen. We're studying the statue. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Vi studerer statuen. We're studying the statue. Studere. Jeg studerede gammelsprog. Jeg studerede et gammelt sprog. I studied an old language. Jeg studerede et gammelt sprog. Alright, very nice. At fortjene. At fortjene. To deserve. You could also say to earn, I guess, or merit. Like you earn, deserve something. At fortjene. Han fortjener at vinde. Han fortjener at vinde. He deserves to win. Ja. Det fortjente hun ikke. Det fortjente hun ikke. She didn't deserve that. This could be different context, and could be what I was thinking when I wrote this was like something bad happened to her and she totally didn't deserve it. Like it was unfair, it was uncalled for. Actually, det fortjente hun ikke. No, she deserved better than that. So yeah. Alright, næste. At belønne. At belønne. Belønne. To reward. Like, and maybe some of you can recognize it because if you just isolate a little bit here. Løn, L-Ø-N, that is wage or salary. Like, jeg har lige fået løn. I just got paid. I just got my salary. That kind of stuff. So at belønne is to reward. Let's see here. Ja. Hvordan skal vi belønne musen? Hvordan skal vi belønne musen? How should we reward the mouse? I guess I just like science. Even though I think they use rats, right? Do they use mice? Nah, who cares? Jeg blev belønnet for min indsats. Jeg blev belønnet for min indsats. I was rewarded for my effort. And this is very nice, eh? Like you can do this of directly. Jeg blev, I was, belønnet, rewarded for min indsats, for my effort. Eh? You can't always do that, but in this case you can. So it's nice. Enjoy it. Yeah. Jeg blev belønnet for min indsats. Juhu. And then at lade. At lade. To let. Now this one I could actually say a lot, and I could probably make an entire video just about this verb. I'll keep it fairly brief for now. So, to let someone do something, like you allow it, you let it happen, or in the classic, like, let's do that, right? Which you will see here. Lad os gøre det. Lad os gøre det. Let's do it. Right? Lad os gøre det. Because you'll hear it fast. Like no one is gonna say, lad os gøre det in real life. No, you're not gonna hear that. Lad os gøre det. It sounds like a pirate or something. Yeah, but you get the point. Experiment with the words. Alright. Lod ham spise min fugl. Lod du ham spise min fugl? Did you let him eat my bird? Oh, that is not cool. Lod du ham spise min fugl? Right. At klare. At klare. And this one could also say a lot. That's why there are like 4 translations here. To handle, take, endure, overcome. And you'll even see it here, like to be okay or to be alright. So it has a lot of meanings, and this is just a little bit of that. Du skal nok klare den. Du skal nok klare den. You'll be alright. You'll be fine. Like yeah, you'll pull through. Like you'll get through this situation. It'll be okay. And that's generally what klare is about. To overcome, or to endure, or to get through something. Right? Yeah. Har du klaret den sidste boss? Har du klaret den sidste boss? Did you overcome or defeat the final boss? And this is obviously in a video game. Eh? So you're in Molten Core and you get what's his name, Ragnarok, and you're like, yeah, den sidste boss. Eh? For example. And yeah, we do say boss in computer games. We don't say it in normal conversation. That's chef. Eh? Alright. So, now you got hey. Alright. Right? Wait a second here. It's acting up. Okay, there it is. Klar. Okay, here you go. At ordne. So, at ordne is to handle, fix, or take care of. Can be used in different ways. Jeg har lige noget, jeg skal ordne. Jeg har lige noget, jeg skal ordne. Just have something I need to take care of. And this lige, jeg har lige noget, indicates that it's not a big deal, or that it's gonna be fast. Right? Jeg har lige noget, jeg skal ordne. Jeg har lige noget, jeg skal ordne. Right? And if you're in Denmark, which most of you are, then pay attention to this. Like when people talk, notice how often they say lige, and how often they use a word like ordne. Because there's a lot. Ikke? Nå, den ordner jeg. Kan du ordne den? Vi ordner det sammen. Right? We'll fix it, we'll handle it, we'll take care of it, we'll do it. Right? We get it done. Kind of like that. And vi ordnede det for ham. Vi ordnede det for ham. We handled it for him. We took care of it for him. Vi ordnede det for ham. Okay. At løse. At løse. To solve. It's a problem or riddle. Maybe a mystery. At løse. Ja. Ja. Hvordan løser vi problemet? Hvordan løser vi problemet? How do we solve the problem? Mm-hmm. Han løste en kompleks gåde. Han løste en kompleks gåde. He solved a complex riddle. Yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. At ændre. At ændre. Very useful. To change or to modify. We have a couple of words for changing in Danish. So I'm just going to mention two of them here. So something. Er der noget, du vil ændre? Er der noget, du vil ændre? Is there anything you want to change? Nej. Er der noget, du vil ændre? De har ændret reglerne. De har ændret reglerne. They've changed the rules. Oh, not cool. So, say them faster. Er der noget, du vil ændre? De har ændret reglerne. Nej. Very nice. Skifte is also change, but it's more like shifting or replacing one thing with another, and as you'll see here. Yeah, sometimes it does overlap with ændre, but most of the time they're separate and different. So, jeg skal lige skifte tøj. Jeg skal lige skifte tøj. I just need to change clothes. Right? Jeg skal lige skifte tøj. Ja. Hun har skiftet efternavn. Hun har skiftet efternavn. She's changed her last name. Wow. Efternavn. Yeah. After name. Think about it that way. Jeg skal lige skifte tøj. Hun har skiftet efternavn. Alright. Næste. At udvikle. Og at udvikle sig. Udvikle. To evolve, developing. So, a little note here. Udvikle sig is to evolve, like something on its own. And at udvikle, without the sig, is to develop, like something else that you develop. Alright. Vi er ved at udvikle et nyt materiale. Vi er ved at udvikle et nyt materiale. We're developing a new material. Fabric. Now fabric is of course only with clothes and stuff. But put it here in case you wonder. Så. Vi er ved at udvikle et nyt materiale. And this vi er ved at is also like we're about to or we're in the process of. Right? And you can say that when it's something you can complete. When it's something you can complete, then you can use that as we're doing it now. Like we're in the middle of process of doing that. So. And then with sig. Han har udviklet sig meget. Han har udviklet sig meget. Meget. He has evolved a lot. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, alright. At hyre. At hyre. To hire. That's kind of easy to remember. It's not that different. At hyre. Du bliver nødt til at hyre en pirat. Du bliver nødt til at hyre en pirat. Du bliver nødt til at hyre en pirat. You'll have to hire a pirate. Yep, gotta do it. Hyrede de ham? Hyrede de ham? Did they hire him? Okay. Come on. There it is. At fyre. At fyre. To fire. So it rhymes with hyre. It makes it easy. Right? Du må ikke fyre mig. Du må ikke fyre mig. You can't fire me, or you mustn't fire me. Like, this sounds like someone begging, or not begging necessarily, but saying like, no, please, you really can't do that. Yeah. Du må ikke fyre mig. And then, jeg har lige fyret min fætters kone. Jeg har lige fyret min fætters kone. I just fired my cousin's wife. Now that's a very usual sentence, I'm sure. But the grammar is sound. Jeg har lige fyret. I just fired someone. Min fætters kone. And in case some of you don't know, fætter is male cousin. Right? Because female cousin is kusine. So this is a guy. Min fætters kone. I was about to say min fætters kusine. That would have been interesting. Alright, let's see. At forfremme. At forfremme. To promote when someone is a job. So you don't say it about like promoting values and like propaganda or spreading the message of something. That is completely different. Forfremme is in the work context. Så. Hvem skal vi forfremme? Hvem skal vi forfremme? Who should we promote? No, that's a good question. Jeg blev forfremmet for et par dage siden. Jeg blev forfremmet for et par dage siden. I was promoted a couple of days ago. That's nice. At overraske. At overraske. To surprise. Ja, lad os overraske ham, når han kommer hjem. Lad os overraske ham, når han kommer hjem. Let's surprise him when he comes home. Du overraskede mig virkelig. Du overraskede mig virkelig. Or virkelig, but no one says that in real life, so you don't have to. You really surprised me. Okay, alright. At chokere. At chokere. To shock. That's kind of easy. Oh, a little note here. When you see a word with CH in Danish, it starts with CH, it's pronounced sho, like champagne, charme, charmerende, chokolade, chokere, etc. Don't say chokere or chokolade or, we do it like the French, not like the English. So yeah, that's important. At chokere. Boom! Han er ikke nem at chokere. Han er ikke nem at chokere. It's not easy to shock. Nej. Nyheden chokerede mine forældre. Nyheden chokerede mine forældre. The news shocked my parents. Now in Danish, it's kind of interesting compared to English because we say news like, we count it like en nyhed, a news, and you don't say that in English, but en nyhed. So nyheden is the news, and like a specific piece of information. If you watch the news on TV, that is nyheder og nyhederne, because that's plural. So yeah, it's worth paying attention to. Okay, a few more. At imponere. At imponere. To impress. Impressing someone. Imponere. Hvem prøver du på at imponere? Hvem prøver du på at imponere? Who are you trying to impress? De imponerede mig med den flotte dans. De imponerede mig med den flotte dans. They impressed me with the pretty or nice dance. It's a long one. Imponerede, because it's past tense. De imponerede mig. At forvirre. At forvirre. To confuse. Lad være med at forvirre ham. Lad være med at forvirre ham. Don't confuse him. Like, lad være og lad være is sort of like don't refrain from. Like, to not do something. Lad være med at forvirre ham. Den slags forvirrer mig. Den slags forvirrer mig. That kind of thing confuses me. Whatever that is. Like, den slags. That kind of thing. So short. Convenient. Den slags forvirrer mig. At skræmme. At skræmme. To scare. So this is a verb. Not scary, but, skræmme. Yeah. Vi prøver at skræmme det blå monster. Vi prøver at skræmme det blå monster. We're trying to scare the blue monster. Okay. Mig skræmmer du ikke. Mig skræmmer du ikke. You don't scare me. Okay. And this is the last verb today. At berolige. At berolige. To calm down or soothe. Right? But not when it's yourself. That's more like falde ned. But when you are doing it to someone else, or something is doing it to you, that is berolige. Jamen, jeg vil starte med at berolige ham. Jeg vil starte med at berolige ham. I'll start by calming him down. Yeah. Berolige, because rolig means calm. Right? Rolig. Just like, bare rolig, don't worry. Musikken beroliger mig. Musikken beroliger mig. The music is calming me or soothing me. It's just sort of like, yeah, the music, nice. Kind of like that. At lukke. At lukke. To close or shut. Du skal huske at lukke den. Du skal huske at lukke den. You have to remember to close it. Hun lukkede døren. Hun lukkede døren. She closed the door. So that is at lukke. At åbne. At åbne. To open. Åbn dit sind. Åbn dit sind. Open your mind. Åbn dit sind. Jeg åbner den om lidt. Jeg åbner den om lidt. I'll open it in a bit or in a moment. Om lidt is like in a moment, in 5 minutes, very soon. Åbn dit sind. Jeg åbner den om lidt. At tænde. At tænde. To turn on, like a light or something like that. Not to turn on someone like you betray them. That is different. Very, very different. Right? So, vi tænder lys. Vi tænder lys. We turn on lights. And in this case, I was thinking about candle lights, like with an actual flame, not electric lights. Vi tænder lys. Har du tændt for ovnen? Har du tændt for ovnen? Have you turned on the oven? Or did you turn on? But literally, have you turned on? Har du tændt for ovnen? At forsvinde. At forsvinde. To disappear. Vi bliver nødt til at forsvinde. Vi bliver nødt til at forsvinde. Will have to disappear. Vi bliver nødt til at forsvinde. 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 Troldmanden forsvandt. Troldmanden forsvandt. The wizard disappeared. Troldmanden forsvandt. So, forsvinde, that is the infinitive. At forsvinde, to disappear. Forsvandt as the past tense, disappeared. At ignorere. At ignorere. To ignore. This one is easy to remember because of the similar spelling. But you gotta say it correctly. Ignorere. Don't say like ignorere, or ignorere. No. Ignorere. That's how we say it. Jeg prøver at ignorere det. Jeg prøver at ignorere det. I'm trying to ignore it. Han ignorerede mine beskeder. Han ignorerede mine beskeder. He ignored my messages. Han ignorerede mine beskeder. At gemme. At gemme. To hide or save. Now, when I say save, I mean like in a computer, for example, or save something for later. I don't mean like rescue, like a knight in shining armor coming to. No, that's rede. So, at gemme is to hide or to save, like archive or put it in a place, or keep it for later. Gem den til senere. Gem den til senere. Senere, but we don't really say that in real life, so you don't have to. Save it for later. Gem den til senere. Hvem gemmer du dig for? Hvem gemmer du dig for? Who are you hiding from? This one might seem a little bit strange because we say fra. Like you would expect it to be fra, like in English. But we gotta remember that Danish is not playing by any rules made by the English language. So at gemme sig for nogen, to hide from someone, that is how we say it. At skjule, at skjule, to hide or conceal. So this is kind of similar to gemme, and sometimes they do overlap, but they're not exactly the same. Jeg tror, hun skjuler noget. Jeg tror, hun skjuler noget. I think she's hiding something. Jeg tror, hun skjuler noget. Han skjulte sandheden. Han skjulte sandheden. He was hiding the truth. Han skjulte sandheden. At lyve. At lyve og lyve is more common. Lyve og lyve. To lie. Du er god til at lyve. Du er god til at lyve. You are good at lying. So god til is like good at. Hvad er du god til? What are you good at? Hun løj om sin alder. Hun løj om sin alder. She lied about her age. Hun løj om sin alder. Alder, alder, alder. And yes, the D is silent. And the R, you don't pronounce it. Don't say like alra or alr. No. We don't say it at the end. That's not a thing. At benægte. At benægte. To deny. Benægter du det stadig? Benægter du det stadig? Are you still denying it? Benægter du det stadig? Jeg benægtede det hele. Jeg benægtede det hele. I denied all of it. Jeg benægtede det hele. At stjæle. At stjæle. To steal. Det er ikke så godt at stjæle. Det er ikke så godt at stjæle. It's not so good to steal. Det er ikke så godt at stjæle. Hun stjal en banan. Hun stjal en banan. She stole a banana. Hun stjal en banan. At snyde. At snyde. To cheat or trick. And this is cheat in the sense of you breaking the rules, not cheating in a relationship. That's a different word, okay? This is for like games and stuff. Din bror snyder altid i poker. Din bror snyder altid i poker. Your brother always cheats in poker. Din bror snyder altid i poker. Vores modstander snød. Vores modstander snød. Our opponent cheated. Vores modstander snød. At manipulere. At manipulere. To manipulate. Hun har til hensigt at manipulere os. Hun har til hensigt at manipulere os. She has the intention of manipulating us. Hun har til hensigt at manipulere os. Ja, han manipulerer med dig. Ja, han manipulerer med dig. Yeah, he is manipulating you. Ja, han manipulerer med dig. At skuffe. At skuffe. To disappoint. Jeg vil helst ikke skuffe ham. Jeg vil helst ikke skuffe ham. I'd rather not disappoint him. You could also say, like I prefer not, because helst ikke is preferably. Jeg vil helst ikke. I'd rather not, like I prefer not to. Vi blev skuffet. Vi blev skuffet. We were or we got disappointed. Vi blev skuffet. At svigte. At svigte. To let down. Like you let someone down, you disappoint them, or you sort of neglect them. You don't live up to your responsibility, or you don't live up to their expectations. And so, at svigte, to let down. That's how it is. Du må ikke svigte din familie. Du må ikke svigte din familie. You can't let down your family. Du må ikke svigte din familie. Han svigtede også mig. Han svigtede også mig. He let me down too. Han svigtede også mig. At såre. It's just weird to say slowly. Like we don't say it slowly. That's it's very unnatural for me to say this slowly, I have to admit. But basically, at såre means to hurt or wound or injure, depending on the context. Du skal ikke såre hendes følelser. Du skal ikke såre hendes følelser. Don't hurt her feelings. Like, you shall not hurt. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. I advise against it. Or I forbid it. Du skal ikke såre hendes følelser. Hans ord sårede mig. Hans ord sårede mig. His words hurt me. Hans ord sårede mig. At forsømme. At forsømme. To neglect. Ja, hun forsømte sine børn. Ja, hun forsømte sine børn. Yes, she neglected her kids. Ja, hun forsømte sine børn. Ja, hun forsømte sine børn. Og det er ikke så godt. Det var slet ikke godt. Føler du dig forsømt? Føler du dig forsømt? Do you feel neglected? Føler du dig forsømt? At afpresse. At afpresse. To blackmail. Extort. Det er tydeligt, at han afpresser dig. Det er tydeligt, at han afpresser dig. It's clear that he is blackmailing you. Det er tydeligt, at han afpresser dig. Desværre afpressede hun mig. Desværre afpressede hun mig. Unfortunately, she blackmailed me. Desværre afpressede hun mig. At slå. At slå. To hit, punch, beat. Lad være med at slå. Lad være med at slå. Don't hit or punch. This is the basic way of saying don't use violence. Lad være med at slå. Jeg slog dragen i kæben. Jeg slog dragen i kæben. I punched the dragon in the jaw. Jeg slog dragen i kæben. At sparke. At sparke. To kick. Spark til bolden. Spark til bolden. Kick the ball. Spark til bolden. Jeg blev sparket af Jin Kazama. Jeg blev sparket af Jin Kazama. I was kicked by Jin Kazama. Jeg blev sparket af Jin Kazama. At bide. At bide. To bite. Jeg så ham bide i et æble. Jeg så ham bide i et æble. I saw him biting in an apple. Jeg så ham bide i et æble. Katten bider mig altid. Katten bider mig altid. The cat always bites me. Katten bider mig altid. At nive og nive. Nive is more natural. Så to pinch. Min svigersøster niver mig nogle gange. Min svigersøster niver mig nogle gange. My sister-in-law pinches me sometimes. Min svigersøster niver mig nogle gange. Det gjorde ondt, da han næv mig. Det gjorde ondt, da han næv mig. It hurt when he pinched me. Det gjorde ondt, da han næv mig. At rive og rive. Rive, different ways, but rive is more natural. Right? It's like this. The V becomes a U. The sound is like a U. You spell it with the V, but it sounds like a U. To scratch. Han kan godt lide at rive folk. Han kan godt lide at rive folk. He likes scratching people. Han kan godt lide at rive folk. Hvorfor rev han dig? Hvorfor rev han dig? Why did he scratch you? Hvorfor rev han dig? At tvinge. At tvinge. To force, coerce. It's against their will. You force them to do something. Jeg vil ikke tvinge dig til at gøre det. Jeg vil ikke tvinge dig til at gøre det. I won't force you to do it. Jeg vil ikke tvinge dig til at gøre det. Hun følte sig tvunget. Hun følte sig tvunget. She felt forced. Hun følte sig tvunget. At opfordre. At opfordre. To recommend. Encourage. Vi opfordrer alle til at være forsigtige. Vi opfordrer alle til at være forsigtige. We encourage everyone to be careful. Vi opfordrer alle til at være forsigtige. De blev opfordret til at vente. De blev opfordret til at vente. They were encouraged to wait. De blev opfordret til at vente. At foreslå. At foreslå. To suggest. Hvad foreslår du? Hvad foreslår du? What do you suggest? Hvad foreslår du? Hun foreslog noget meget interessant. Hun foreslog noget meget interessant. She suggested something very interesting. Hun foreslog noget meget interessant. At anbefale. At anbefale. To recommend. Jeg anbefaler, at du køber slottet. Jeg anbefaler, at du køber slottet. I recommend that you buy the castle. Jeg anbefaler, at du køber slottet. Du anbefalede mig at se filmen. Du anbefalede mig at se filmen. You recommended me to watch the movie. Du anbefalede mig at se filmen. Måske bliver du træt af lufthavne og at flyve generelt. Måske bliver du træt af paskontrol og alle de der praktiske ting. Men jeg tror ikke, du bliver træt af at besøge nye. De har kendt hinanden i mange år. De har kendt hinanden i mange år. Jeg ved ikke rigtig, hvad jeg skal gøre. Jeg har sgu fået en lille depression, og det er ikke nemt. Nej, det er ikke nemt at være Lars lige nu. Okay, det kan godt være, at den eksploderer lidt. Vi skal lige være forsigtige her. Skal vi lige se her.
Det er som en slags symbiose. Vi gør hinanden bedre. Finde dem må jeg. De er en del af mig.
Intelligens kan du ikke bruge til noget lige nu. Den er ubrugelig, for du er et menneske, og den er en løve. Du er på savannen. Der er ikke noget, du kan